Alright guys, I'm running a little behind on my videos. So today, I decided to get out here and, I don't know why I'm squinting, but I'm smiling. I'm out here underneath my 63. I'm going to get this drive shaft out. And I got to replace the U-joints in the center joint. Center U-joint. Carrier bearing, that's what it's called. So I've got this thing jacked up now. I'll stop this video and restart it and flip it over and show you where we're at. And just looking at some of the rust, the frame don't look bad. There's a couple of spots. There's a spot where they patched it, but like I said before in some of my other videos, my brother can weld water. I can weld, but my brother can weld water. So I know that we can fix this frame. It's not too bad. A lot of rust on the cab here and there, but I've been watching those brothers' videos, and I think it'd be a nice little project, something to tinker with, and keep me busy, trying to keep having this Parkinson's on my mind, but it keeps me busy. I like to stay working on cars. But anyway, let me flip this camera over and I'll show you where we're at underneath it. All right, and I'm sorry about the radio going in the background, but I don't feel like getting up to change it. So anyway, the carrier bearing, just like I said. And of course we got safety. We got the car up on stands, a jack underneath it, jack stand on that side, floor jack on this side. It's got stops on both front tires. It's not going anywhere. Anyway, I'm going to replace the U-joints today. The carrier bearing here, you can see on this 63. It's ate up. I'm going to take it all off and replace that today. That way I get it done. I see a fuel filter over there I didn't notice before, but there's a spot on the frame. I don't know what that is. I haven't been on that side of the truck yet. But the worst part about the frame, it looks like I don't know what that looks boogered up. So we're gonna eventually get that all. Here's a crack right there. See it? I know that. I know my brother will be able to take care of that. We're gonna grind it out and fix it. We'll be good to go. The cab's got rust in the floorboard, but we'll worry about that later. This cab mounts loose. Blah, blah, blah. I've seen worse. I've seen worse on these old trucks. But the best part about it is I own it. I've got it. I'm excited to have it. And this is going to be its final home until I pass away. Just keep tinkering with it and driving it and playing with it. Because I've driven it one time in my last video to the store to put gas in so we could work on it. And man, I already got so many thumbs up, and that just makes me smile. All right, guys, keep watching. We'll get this drive shaft. I'm going to take a marker here. Let me see. Where's that? There it is. We'll take that marker, and I'm going to mark the drive shaft so that I know it's all where it came off of, where it's going to go back in, meaning as far as relationship with the other joints in it, and where it goes to the transmission. Guys, you know what I'm talking about. Maybe I'm not saying it right, but I'm just going to mark all the spots where when I put it back together, it's going to go back in the same way it came out, but with new U-joints in it and a new carrier bearing. When I bought the truck, it had a carrier bearing in the front seat, so that kind of gave me the idea that it needed a carrier bearing. And when we drove it the other day to get gas, when you get it up to in third gear in this 4-speed, it was shaking a lot. So I was like, we're going to go ahead and replace that. All right, I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. All right, I guess got the front drive shaft out. The believe it or not, the U-joints don't look bad. Let me push this bearing back in here. Anyway, it looks like it moves good. There's no slop in it. That's the U-joint, but the carrier bearing, on the other hand, it's all dry rotted and see? Yeah, see that? So we're definitely going to replace that. So that noise and crap we're hearing. So not too bad so far. So we're working on a little bit at a time. Also, one of the things I'm going to do, I noticed the bed in the wood, the bed in the floor, the wood in the floor of the bed pops up easy. But I got a spring over it. It looks like it's collapsed on the passenger side. And they got this crazy looking off-road shock on the driver's side. So all that crap's going to get replaced, but that's another time. But for now, I'm just going to get this drive shaft done and put it back together so I can drive it around a little bit, keep tinkering with it as I go. All right, guys, keep watching. Well, let me go get this. Tell you what I'll do. I'll go get this. When I bought the truck, it came with a carrier bearing in the front seat, so hopefully, let's get it.
Everyone knows college education is important, but
I got it. All right. There's the carrier bearing. It came with it. Let's see how it looks. It looks the same. Yeah, I think we might be all right. So let me get it all in the bag and we'll line it up here. All right, this is the old one, guys. Like I said, you can see the old one. At one time, somebody had to have had this apart because the U-joints on this truck have grease fittings. And I'm pretty sure, there they are. I just saw it. Yeah, it's on this side right here where I'm pointing. There it is. Right there. So that tells me that they've been the U-joint's been replaced. But here's the new carrier bearing. It was in the truck. Obviously, I never did this before, so I gotta figure out what that is. And what that is, I'm assuming it probably goes either on that side, or I'm not sure, guys. We're gonna figure it out as we go. All right, so I had to go to Harbor Freight and buy an 8-inch puller without a hook to here. I reach down and grab that and pull that off. So I'm gonna do that. And I don't know how to set up this camera. We'll get a picture of me doing it, but once I get that slid off, I'm gonna pull that off. There should be a little spacer in there, I believe. You kind of remember how that goes. That way I can put it all back together. But before I do that, I'm gonna use a wire wheel on my grinder over there, or bench grinder. I'm gonna clean that all off nice and pretty and just put a little bit of grease on it. And then we'll start the video again. And I got it on there. Got a 5/8 socket on my impact here. Not an impact, whatever, yeah, a little impact, not too big. Might have to hold that. It looks like it's coming off. Might have to hold that from spinning. Let's check this out here. You might have to hold that from spinning, but anyway, you see what we're doing. We're gonna use that puller, pull that sucker right off. I was using a puller. I hope I'm doing this right. I don't see why I'm not. I really don't understand why it's so hard to get it off here, but I'm hoping there's no C-ring and C-clip in there. I looked, I didn't see anything. So this time I'm just gonna go ahead and use the press. Now that I got it pulled apart enough that these blocks of steel, the thickness of that steel will fit in between this and the actual drive shaft. And there you go. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, pull one of them out. See what I mean? It'll fit down in there between the drive shaft and now we're gonna try to press that out and see what happens. So put a little pressure on it. And this is just a Pro 10 shot press. I feel something moving. It feels like it's sliding. All right, should be popping out any time here, guys. So let's tell you what. Just because I'm older now, I'm gonna put on some safety glasses, just in case that thing goes shatter. But I doubt it. Feels like it's pushing pretty easily. It's going a lot easier now. Oh yeah. Yeah, we got it. I'm feeling it. Yeah. Yep, there you go. Good deal, good deal. All right, I took this piece of, I seen this on the internet. Took this piece of pipe. It's just the exact size to go right over that spline. Put it on there. Use my little 3-pound sledge, put some grease on it, a little bit of grease on that, slid right on there. You got that little spacer down there. I don't understand how this is supposed to stay locked on there, though. That's going to rattle around. I don't get that. And if worst comes to worst, I'll cut that damn thing off, because I'm only planning on having this drive shaft in here a year, if that. My plan is to put an LS in it, but right now I just want to play with it and drive it. So I want to go over and try to test fit it in the car and see what. I don't know. I don't know. If worst comes to worst, I'll get out the 10 snips and I'll cut this damn thing off. But it spins around. There's no slop in it. It's all the way on there. So we'll see how it goes. So I figured out why this truck looks so short. I was like, man, it's just a little short bed. Well, while I was underneath there replacing the carrier bearing, I realized I'm basically a impulse buyer. So, ain't no basically about it, I am. They cut this frame on this and slid it together back whenever and made it into a short bed. And I don't know if they did something to the bed to make it shorter, but man, it looks cool. But anyway, the carrier bearing's been replaced. Whoa. I got the wood out from there. See it down there. It wasn't that bad. All the U-joints seem to be good. I replaced that carrier bearing, went and greased all the fittings up, and all the U-joints and the slip yoke. Now I'm gonna pull it down off these ramps and car floor jack and try it around the block one more time and see how it goes. But guys, I really appreciate you watching. This stuff's just fun to tinker with. Tomorrow we're gonna work on the brakes. I got my new master cylinder. Get rid of that single one under the hood. Right there. That's gonna be gone tomorrow. And I got a dual one that looks just like it, but it's got two reservoirs. So we got one for the front, one for the back. All right, guys, thanks again for watching.